Hi, it's Ken Jacobson. You're watching Focus on Management on the VCN. I started off as an actor. I graduated high school in 1976. At 17, I moved straight to New York. I studied with all the great teachers and did a lot of theater for 10 years. And I did Torch Song Trilogy on Broadway, which won a Tony. And then I burned out on going from 8 standing ovations a week to "Hey kid, where's my fucking coffee?" So a good friend of mine was working for ABC, and I started working with him, and he conceived this idea to move out to LA with a bunch of unknown actors that we believed in and start a management company. And James Levy Jacobson was created in 1986 when actors didn't have managers. So we were really the pioneers, part of that original team of covered wagons. Well, it was kind of funny because we couldn't get people to sign with us. We were meeting actors who had never worked, didn't have a SAG card, and we were offering to help them become successful, and to them it all sounded like a scam. They didn't know anyone who had managers. No one they knew had a manager. The extra 15%, it all sounded very suspicious, and so we were getting passed on, which was just is very funny when you look back on it. You had somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 to 50 submissions a week now. Actors desperate for good management, but in those days, actors just hadn't figured it out yet. We became successful relatively quickly, and at the same time, there was sort of a general consciousness evolving, both with actors and with people who were getting fired from agencies or law firms, or whose child was a star of a TV show, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, I can be a manager. And so there were more and more managers, and very quickly actors figured out that the actors with the managers were doing better than the actors without the managers. I mean, if I had a client who was down to the wire for a role, and it was my client and one other actor, and the other actor didn't have a manager, they were dead. They were dead. Their representation was sitting by the phone waiting to hear the result. I was on the phone fighting for my client. So now everybody has a manager. Now there's more managers than actors, I believe. It is harder to break in unknown talent now than it's ever been in my lifetime. Technology has made it so easy for casting directors to tear through thousands of submissions in a very short time, and so they are less receptive to people with blank resumes or new people or unproven people. Whereas when I was working at ABC in casting, you'd get a stack this high of envelopes, and the objective was to fill the session as quickly as you could, because there's no way you're going to go through the whole stack. So anybody that even looked right for the role got a pre-read. Now it's unbelievable how hard it is. It used to be you could sign people at any age, any type, and into pilot season you go, and Corbin Burnson gets LA Law, and all of a sudden he's the sexiest man in America. A lot of people in my profession now come from the business aspect. They got their business degree at Harvard, and they want to be in Hollywood, and they come out here and they get a job working in the mailroom at Management 360, and then they're on someone's desk, and then it's like, oh, we just signed another 150 clients, we're running out of managers, let's promote him, and all of a sudden they're a manager, and they have no idea of the human condition of being an actor. They don't even know how actors act. They don't even know the science of it, the machination of it. They certainly can't give a client a pep talk who calls from the set and says, I'm not getting there, I'm not connecting. What do I do? I'm freaking out. They have to be speechless. They don't have the clue. I believe that because my roots are in acting, I understand how actors feel, how things affect actors, how actors work. I understand the craft. I understand, the minutia of being an actor, and so I'm able to talk to my clients as peers rather than as some business guy, with the tie, who's really has no clue whatsoever about what it is you're going through.